Hi guys, it's Lynette. Tonight's dinner are these delicious smothered chicken breasts. First things first, we have our chicken breasts in our bowl. I have them in a little bit of vinegar water. I dumped that water off and gave them another rinse. Then we're going to start to cut our chicken breasts in half. So lay your chicken breast on your cutting board, put your hand securely on top and just drag your nice sharp knife through, and you'll have two portions just like this. All right, so let's do another one. Let's lay our chicken breast down, put your hand on top, watch your fingers. Cut it right in half. It'll look just like this. All right. So once your chicken breasts are prepped, we're going to go ahead and season our chicken breast. And I'm going to use a combination of nature seasoning, a little bit of black pepper. The one in the front got a lot. It's okay though. And then we're going to use a little bit of rotisserie seasoning, but feel free to use whatever seasoning blend you like. We're going to rub that seasoning into our chicken breast with a little bit of seasoning on the opposite side. And then we're also going to season some flour with the same seasoning mixture. I'm going to take a little bit of that seasoning. I'll put in a separate bowl. We're going to use that later for our gravy. All right, so let's go ahead and start to coat our chicken breast on both sides with that seasoned flour. You want to make sure it's nice and well coated. Once all of your chicken breasts are coated, we're going to heat our frying pan over medium-high heat, add a little bit of vegetable oil in, and then we're just going to brown our chicken breasts on both sides in that vegetable oil. And you're going to have to cook your chicken in batches unless you have a really, really big pan. So you just want to cook your chicken breast for about 3 to 4 minutes per side. And you'll get a nice golden brown color. They'll be nice and crispy, looking really, really good. And once your chicken breast is brown on both sides, you're going to transfer your chicken breast to a baking dish. Now, once all of your chicken breasts are cooked, this is what your pan will look like. We're going to drain all but about 3 tablespoons of that oil. There are our chicken breasts in our baking dish. We're going to drain some of that oil, leave a couple tablespoons in the pan. And I'm going to add in a little bit of butter. I like the flavor of butter. You can also use all oil. All right, let's make the gravy. All right, so let's sprinkle in that flour from earlier. And I think I'm going to add a little bit more flour because my roux looked a little bit loose. So just kind of have to eyeball it when you make it. So give all of that a good stir. Keep stirring. I'm going to add a little bit more flour in. Just a little bit, a couple tablespoons. All right, and give all of that a good stir. Now, you're going to have to cook your roux for about 5 to 7 minutes. I want my roux to have a nice brown color. I'm not going to add any browning to my gravy, so I'm really relying on the roux being cooked and browning during this stage right here to give my gravy that nice brown color that we want. So just give it a good stir. And you can see it's already starting to get more and more brown. Look at that color, looking really, really good. I'm going to cook it a couple more minutes, and then we're going to add in our chicken broth. Now, right here, you got to be careful. You want to stir continuously as you add in your broth or whatever liquid you're using. You do not want to stop stirring. This is going to help to make sure your gravy does not have any lumps. So keep stirring, keep stirring, keep stirring, adding in your broth or whatever liquid you're using. Keep stirring, don't stop. And then once you get all of your broth in, give it a few more turns of that spoon, stir it a little bit longer, or if you're using a whisk, and then it looks good. So we're going to season our gravy up. I have some pepper, some paprika, some poultry seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder. Season your gravy however you like, though. Just give it a good taste and see what you think it needs. Oh, that looks so good. We're going to bring it to a boil. You have to make sure it comes to a boil and then continues to simmer as it thickens. And you'll notice it looks thin right now, but it'll continue to thicken. Look how nice it looks. Oh my goodness, it's so rich. It tastes delicious. And once it gets thick like this, we're going to pull it off the stove. There's our chicken breast in our baking dish. And we're going to start to spoon that gravy right over top of our chicken breast. Now you can cover your chicken breast completely, cover them halfway, and serve extra gravy on the side. It's totally up to you. I served mine with mashed potatoes and Brussels sprouts. So I had some of that extra gravy for the mashed potatoes. And just keep spooning that gravy over top of your chicken breast. It'll look just like this. Oh my God, y'all look at this. It's time to eat almost. It looks so good. So I'm going to cover this pan with some foil and pop it in a 350-degree oven for about 15 minutes. It'll come out looking just like this. So delicious. And it is time to eat. Hopefully you all give this recipe a try, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.